Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Yaga. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we backtrack through the level of I forget the name of this place. We're looking for the golden anvil. In fact, we have found the golden anvil, and I need to craft weapons in there. And I was under the oh, that's where I'm supposed to be. And that's where I am. Let's go and see what this is all about. Ow, these things attacking me from up there. Just ruthless. Absolutely brutal. Look at that. Terrible people. Awful people. I am admittedly attacking them in their own home and all that and trying to steal their golden anvil. It's not like I'm trying to steal their stones or something. No, I'm going for the big stuff. That's what I'm doing. But still, they're the bad ones, as we well know. Because, what are my perks? Aggressive and greedy. That's yeah, absolutely. And we got a 5-leaf clover and a rune for a spinner rune. It's all good. And gold. So bread comes from the sky. I don't know if at the beginning of the episode it was bread. I'll have to look at the footage. The bread that we picked up, or the loot that we picked up, because it very well might have been. I need to be very careful here because this is actually quite dangerous. Can't. I'm out of stamina. Okay, not a problem. Oh, how after the fact? Whoo! Oh, that was very dangerous. Yeah, I got hit. I mean, it's not the first time that happens, to be fair. But I got hit by the stones after they were already up. Just sort of touched them and took damage. Yeah, it's just how it goes, I'm afraid. So we had to eat a little bit of bread. But it does fall from the sky, because I have a blessing that says, you know, bread falls from the sky when in need. Or when I'm in need. So we hadn't actually left a whole lot of stuff to be found, but here we are. And always be on the lookout for bread, because I like bread. Okay, now.
I must make haste and craft the cauldrons.
What can I do in here? Forge... Oh, wait. I'm spending my own materials to forge the cauldrons. I'm gonna start with the golden cauldron, because that's what we came here to do. But if I can forge all of them, well, let's find out.
Svarog Almighty, guide my hand.
Wow.
Please don't break. The easiest to forge is difficult still. A tough task, finally complete.
The easiest forge. Iron is the hardest metal to forge. Of all these three. Iron, copper, and gold. What do you mean the easiest forge? Oh, come on. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The writer doesn't know what forging is. Well, maybe not necessarily what forging is, but the basic principles of forging. Yes, iron is the hardest one to forge in here. And that's why we have the Iron Age come after the Copper Age, for example. It's an oversimplification and mostly a relic of bad archaeology and bad history. But still, you know, the Age of Copper and the Age of Bronze. Actually, I say copper, but it's bronze. The term that is often used. But yeah, first comes the Bronze Age, and then comes the Iron Age. Because, you know, the forging techniques got better as time passed by. There was never a Gold Age. But if there were, it would have come before the Copper Age, because all gold is very easy to forge. Because what makes it harder or easier? Well, more than anything, it's just the melting temperature. And yeah, gold melts at... In fact, let me look it up. Well, there you go. I was operating under false numbers, mostly because the difference between the melting point and the point at which you start to be able to forge something is different. You don't need to completely melt something to start to forge it, especially, well, particularly when you're using a hammer. But just as a reference, gold melts at 1064 degrees Celsius, and that's almost 2000 Fahrenheit. And copper is a little ever so slightly above gold. It's 1085 degrees Celsius. That's, roughly as well 2000 Fahrenheit. Whereas iron is 1538 degrees Celsius, and that's 2800 Fahrenheit. So, yeah. But of course, forging, you can forge at lower temperatures than that. In fact, specifically iron, very commonly forged at around 800. But forged in this particular thing, and sometimes even melted at. I think you can have a furnace that goes up to 1200, and it already works for melting of the iron, especially if you're not making it steel, which raises its melting temperature, or melting point specifically. So there you go. That's just a little lesson in forging, because
Ivan made lots of choices in his quest. What will he learn after he's had some rest?
Oh man, so many greedy ones. You can shovel dust. Burrowing with a shovel creates dust, blinding all nearby enemies, or find copexes. Don't come near me. I have a bear paw. Enemies hit with a bear paw are slowed down. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of these ones. Let's find out what I can do over here. Gold is found underneath the earth. Let's go with it. Then let's see if that is gonna change the way we play. And there you are. You lie all the time. You never bring me anything. So we are in need, probably of materials, of upgrading our anvil, I would say. Well, actually, we're not in need of materials. We're in need of gold still. Yeah, well, that's actually, that would be very simple. All I need to do is sell the things that I don't want.
Ivan seems troubled. Where is he going now?
He'll probably go back to her camp, the Queen's camp, hoping his efforts are not in vain. Maria is waiting for the cauldrons.
Tell me, dear blacksmith, how is your arm?
My arm? It's actually quite good. I can't sell you anything, though, unfortunately. I don't think. So...
You are back, I see. You do not seem to give up easily. Very well. Let me see those cauldrons.
Let's start with the harder one to forge.
Here you go. This'll make your men stronger.
Thank you, blacksmith.
It'll make the women weaker.
Here, this'll clear your men's minds.
Thank you, Ivan.
It'll make your women drunk.
This might bring some luck.
Thank you. I'm impressed. You did what many thought impossible. It warms my heart to see such determination. Know that these cauldrons will help us. I still cannot marry your tzar.
I did all you asked, Maria. You toyed with me.
You are right to be angered. When you first arrived, I just wanted to drive you away. When you returned, I just thought you got lucky once. So I sent you away again on a more difficult task, thinking that you'd give up. But here you are again. Nothing seems to stop you. Yet still, I cannot leave this forest. I have been hunting and fighting Koschei for so long, and I cannot stop now. He has killed my family and many of my people.
I'm good at killing things. He's just another thing to smash.
Blacksmith, if you want to take on another impossible task, I won't stop you. But I will not ask it of you myself. If you do decide to go and find Koschei, I would very much love to have my father's crown back. I hate knowing it is worn by such a vile creature.
She's definitely sending me on this quest, by the way.
If you do decide to go and find Koschei, I hate knowing it is worn by such a...
It's fine. It's fine. Because she's like, I will not ask this of you, even though... Well, she's not necessarily asking it of me, but she knows. She knows for a fact that I will do it because, you know, I have a quest for the tzar, and that I must do. So, are we still in the same position as we were in terms of money? Yeah, we are. It's fine. It's all good.
Maria wants revenge for her family. Can Ivan face Koshchei?
Can Ivan face Koshchei? Good question. Koshchei can be found in the Deadwoods. Ivan is sure to face a tough challenge. That's fine. We don't have any downside to it. I'm not really sure why it shows that Ivan is starving. Is it because he didn't eat? Is it actually tied to me not eating bread? Because, this time it didn't show that Ivan was starving.
This is creepy.
It's really creepy indeed. I really like his accent. I don't have his accent, but I like his accent. And when I say I don't have his accent, of course I don't. The point is, I can't make it. That's what I mean to say. So, excuse me for trying, because I did. I did try.
We meet once again, ruthless blacksmith. My champion. Finally, a worthy man to face the dreaded Koshchei. It's been too long, but I'll get the revenge I've been waiting for. Oh, how I shall cherish his defeat.
What are you talking about? I'm not your champion.
Oh, you don't understand. Last time we met was just a test. I needed to see what you were made of. I was just making sure you had what it takes to avenge me. It was all a test of strength, and you nearly destroyed me in the process. You're the perfect man to take on Koshchei. But you'll need my help doing it.
What's this about? You know Koshchei?
Yes, I have known Koshchei for centuries. Ever since he was merely a mortal. He was a prince back then. Tall, beautiful, strong. He's lost his beauty since then, and now he calls himself Koshchei the Deathless.
You said he was a prince.
Yes, he was the prince of the biggest kingdom that existed. But once he became undead, people rose against him. A great battle was fought. Deadly swords and powerful magic. It all ended in ruin. And the ground you stand on, it was soaked in blood and is now haunted by those that died back then.
I heard he cannot be killed.
Indeed, he cannot. He was close to dying, but his soul is now hidden inside an egg. The egg is inside a duck. The duck is inside a hare. The hare nests inside a hollow log. The log floats in a pond. The pond is in the middle of a forest. The forest is on an island in the middle of the sea. But no one knows how to get there.
Where was his kingdom?
This forest that we stand in, it once held the seat of power. Maria Marevna's lands, great cities were there, with cheerful people. Your own tsardom, all three united in a single grand kingdom, ruled by Koshchei. In time, the old kingdom was forgotten.
What about Maria's kingdom? Why did Koshchei attack that?
Those lands were once Koshchei's. After the old battle, they were ruined. Maria's great-grandfather rebuilt part of the old kingdom and made it grand again. But since then, Koshchei has sought to destroy what is no longer his, and drove spirits from this forest against Maria's lands. A short time ago, he succeeded. He killed Maria's father and destroyed most of her people.
I have no more questions.
Good. Then we can focus on him. And with your help, he'll lose his freedom.
You speak of revenge. What happened?
Oh, what he did to me, I can never forgive. But it's a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I always make time for stories.
A long time ago, when Koshchei was alive, he was a prince. And I was his lover, if you can believe that.
You, the lover of a prince?
Don't you mind how I look now? Centuries ago, I was the most beautiful woman in that kingdom. For a while, it was all wine and roses. He even left me bearing a child, and I was to be his queen, until I caught him with another woman.
Who was she?
Baba Yaga, the powerful witch. She was disguised as a lovely young maiden and seduced him.
Was she disguised because she was young as a young, lovely maiden?
What happened to the baby?
I lost the baby. I lost it when I went into a rage. A rage caused by that horrible man.
What did you do after that?
I was the one to put an end to his life. As payback for making me lose my baby. But Baba Yaga, she was quite fond of him, and made a great spell on him, turning him immortal. She regrets it to this day. But she is the one responsible. I couldn't stand what happened, so I killed myself to become this abomination and avenge my child. I've been waiting centuries to finally get my revenge on him. And here you are, the champion, to see my plan through.
He won't cause any more grief after I'm done with him. Tell me how, and I'll get to it.
Of course, my champion. Let us plan Koshchei's demise.
How do I find him? I will help you, but I also need to take Maria Marevna's crown back.
That might be harder than you bargained for, blacksmith. He won't part with the crown willingly. You need to imprison him, or else he'll get up again, and again, and again. But there's a way around this, and I can teach you.
If you know how to defeat Koshchei, tell me now, or else I'll get it out of you another way.
All in due time, blacksmith. I will tell you all I know, but you need to have some patience. But know that you cannot kill him. He's called Koshchei the Deathless after all. First, you need to destroy his body. It will be harder than you think.
What must I do to destroy it?
Koshchei draws strength from his swords. First, make sure there are no swords for him to draw strength from. Then destroy what's left of his body.
Then what?
After you destroy his body, you need to imprison his soul, or what's still left of it. Find his bone chest, and lock it while he's inside.
What is a bone chest?
It's a chest that nobody else knows of. When his body is destroyed, he goes back into that chest to regenerate it. You should search for the bone chest before confronting him. You'll quickly need to seal the box in chains and put a steel lock on it. He'll still be alive, but he'll be forever trapped inside the chest. Unless someone is stupid enough to open it.
And that is the ending for the Foolish campaign, or Foolish character, that if you play a Foolish character.
How can I find the chest? Where should I start looking?
It is close by, inside this forest. You'll know it when you find it. I'll be keeping an eye on you, blacksmith.
So the swords bit, I didn't quite get it. Is that Baba Yaga? That's not Baba Yaga. That's one of the friends of Baba Yaga.
Let us examine your wits, young blacksmith. What does not bark, does not bite, and lets the people inside?
What an interesting question. I do not know. Let's, process of elimination, which I didn't do with the other ones. We got doorman, does not bark, does not bite, and lets people inside. That's weird. The lock does not bark. Yaga's hut does not bark. Does Yaga's hut bark? Let's go with Yaga's hut. I don't get it.
Yaga's hut!
Mind you, she is not as welcoming with others as she is with you. Now off you go.
Was that correct? I don't think that was.
Now off you go.
I think I was wrong. It must be... Oh. Oh, right. You guys float. What was that? What are you doing? I don't get it. That's a strong enemy right there. I see you. I don't know what you are. But I see you. Body part. Also see you. Oh no, that's normal. Okay. What are you? Yeah, you're the one that does that. Are those vampires? We're kind of far away to see. I think the green aura is healing. It must be, right? Okay. We did it. We're good. We're through. Not a problem. And we have the sugar-covered mushroom.
A stone oven sits here. Old, but repaired.
The game is having some sort of trouble with the skip. I need to skip dialogues manually. I don't know what I don't... It wasn't doing that when I started this session.
There's a freshly baked loaf inside the oven.
And gold ore. Okay, let's look at the map. And I'm gonna bet that this is the direction that we need to go into. Naturally, I'm not gonna go into that direction. Oh. Did you see? That guy was fighting for me because he hit me. That's the... Oh, this is bad news. I used my strategy of knowing that the hammer comes back at me through impassable blockages to kill you at the end. That's a coin. Yeah, you can't fool me. What is this? It's just a bearded stone. I need to take care of the beast first. Oh, that was relatively good. I'm not 100% sure what the skulls are gonna do. Okay, we did that. And there's nothing to the north. Our money soon will allow us to... Oh, soon will allow us to upgrade our... Got hit there, I think. Will allow us to upgrade our anvil. And I believe... No, it's still not there. Very unfortunate. And this looks like a passage. It isn't. I was going to say this loops back to a place that we've been to. It does not, unfortunately. I really would like for it to do that. Hey, look at that thing. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was a pain. We got a garlic clove. Yes, not a glove, a clove. And I was right in betting that I mean, at the moment, I was writing and betting that going over here wouldn't lead me anywhere. So I'm going to bet the opposite of what I bet before, which is that where we're supposed to go is down there rather than over here. Because, you know, that looks pretty far away. And there I go, pressing the escape key again to get out of that screen. Because that isn't a screen, that is just normal. Hey, do you have the big head that... Oh, now you're healing. Oh, that skull came out of nowhere. Let me grab you. Can't grab you. Oh my god. Really couldn't. Oh, that's the big creatures. It's bleeding. Look at that. Is that the first big creature that I find? I think it is. Also, our money is good now. I think it is. Hello. I'm here. Perfect. I think it is, because the other big creatures, I was able to pull them toward me. And I didn't really think too much about it, but it doesn't make sense if you have an ability that makes your fork make big creatures bleed. Then, you know, why are big creatures being pulled towards you instead of bleeding? I figured, again, as I said, I didn't really think too hard about that. But it was more of a, they're probably bleeding anyway sort of situation. We're going east from here. But I don't think they were. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, that guy pushes me. Or something. Not too bad. Oh, come back. Come back. Whew. Hello. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize that was the end of the fight. I really thought there was gonna be more, because the maps become so big that their AI doesn't engage with you. And this is a dead end, as I bet. Or is it? I was about to miss this. And look at the healing that I got. Did you see the healing that I got when I picked up all those things? We got another Svarog rune. Very nice. We might even make another gold weapon or something, because we will be using gold weapons. But we won't. I mean, not at the moment. Because I don't want to break it. And I'm afraid... Oh! Didn't mean to do that. There's an ever-present fear about the weapon throws of the enemies that is related to the distance at which the weapon is thrown. Because I can't dodge backwards when a weapon is thrown at me, because the weapon will still hit me. And I wish it wasn't like that, especially in this game. Because, you know, you can throw things at a specific distance. But I believe that is a relic of the fact that these games are supposed to be played with a controller or with 2 joysticks and something like that. So, you know, dodge sideways for things that are thrown at you.
I can't understand you. What are you saying? Goodbye.
Goodbye indeed, because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Yaga. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.